Well, hello, my beautiful Librans. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-March right through to mid-April 2024. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Librans, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and then follow it with a Celtic cross just to see who's coming in your way. Also, it's worth noting that Venus, that sends extra blessings to love and romance, and of course, it governs your sign as well, my beautiful Librans. It is currently hidden in the sky, and it will be for the time period that I'm reading for. And this means that it's going to be a little bit more difficult than usual to find love. Doesn't mean it's impossible. It just means it's a little bit harder, and we all know that it's hard already to find love there. But I just thought I'd mention it. Let's see what's coming through for you, because as I said, it's not impossible. Anyone who meets during this time, it does mean that the relationship will just take a little bit slower than usual to get off the ground. So let's see what's going on there with you. You're starting off there with the Devil card, okay? Some of you may have been over-analyzing love at this moment in time. You may feel that, time is ticking on by and you just feel the pressure of not finding a soulmate. I do see that there is someone coming in here for you. I also see there's someone who has hidden feelings for you. I'm going to pick up on that energy a little bit more because I actually feel like someone wants to set you up with somebody. And I feel like this person that they want to set you up with has been having feelings for you for quite some time. So they know what you look like, okay? They've heard about you, or perhaps they know you. I'll have to dive a bit deeper on that, but I definitely see someone is hiding secret feelings for you at this time. But, I mean, you've got the Devil card there, so I feel intuitively that you're not really interested in this person. But we'll go deeper, as I said, and find out in a moment. I'm just going to go one more. Whoa. Okay, so we have the Judgment card, and we also have the Hierophant. So this is a period of you learning more about yourself, getting a deeper wisdom on who you are, what you want at this time. Some of you are highly pressured in work or in projects. If you're retired currently, you may be feeling that time is a factor. You may feel that perhaps you're never going to find love, but that's not true at all. I definitely see some of you reaching out to learn something. This could be a course of study. It could be a hobby. I feel there's some sort of knowledge that you're craving right now. It could even be a self-development class or some sort of spiritual class there where you reaffirm your belief system or dive deeper into your spiritual gifts or traditions. Some of you may be really interested in history as well. I feel like this history energy coming from this particular set of cards here. But it doesn't mean love is not coming for you. This is your overarching energy, which means you're in a period of personal development and self-growth. And the Devil card can indicate you're feeling really stuck in your current circumstances. With the Moon card there, some of you, it's in the resistance position, so it's like you got it in the reverse. As you can see, it says self-reflection. Some of you are like, you know what, I'm so over doing the spiritual work. I'm so over self-reflecting. I feel it's time that love comes in. I feel like you're not afraid to open yourself to love, but I feel, to some degree there's a bit of impatience because I feel like you've waited a long time. So I get this energy of like, come on already. But also I feel that you are a little bit disappointed with the dating scene in general. You're fed up of the usual patterns that people portray. There may even be a shortage of anyone out there who's really sparking your attention there. This card, it says shadow self. So some of you have been drawn during this period and also over the last couple of months to really look at fears, things that hold you back, because we all have them at some point. They may like sit at the back of our mind, and when we are about to move into a relationship or when we meet someone new, it could manifest in different ways, like shyness or hesitancy or overthinking. So I feel some of you are at a real self-evaluation period right now. But I'm going to pull a card on the Devil card because it literally means that you are truly helpless to change your situation right now, and you can't see a way out of changing your circumstances. So this could mean that you've tried everything you can regarding the dating scene. You've put yourself online dating, you've tried to go to groups or tried to experience new things, and it's just not bearing fruit right now. Sometimes we are sent a pause. We are told to stop in our tracks in life in order to reflect, in order to build healthier boundaries, to go through a period of self-healing and let go of anything from the past, in order to create deeper meaning in our lives and seek greater authenticity, to see beyond the superficial and the everyday. So a lot of you have been called to focus on your true life's mission and purpose path during this time. But let me just see what's going on there with that Devil card, because I feel like, it's really important to recognize the Devil card. It's not an evil card. It's actually a card that we all experience on all of our journeys, and it basically means some of you, you're starting to become aware of patterns or cycles that have been toxic that you've experienced. So this could be that you tend to attract people who are codependent, have addictions, or in some form of trauma bonding where they sort of use your healing in order to restore themselves and then sort of flee the romantic nest, as it were. Some of you may have just come out of a toxic relationship or toxic cycle, or some of you may have witnessed something in childhood or experienced something that was truly traumatic. And although you don't want to revisit that, it shaped who you are. It's a very important experience, and it may have made you felt a little bit like not on solid ground. So it may start to rise up, as it were, when you're about to get intimate with a person. So some of you are healing that part of you. I mean, the Six of Swords tells me that you have been through a very turbulent time. You've been tested when it comes to love, to erect those healthier boundaries, to be really honest with yourself and say immediately when something is not right for you. Sometimes we get into relationships and, we're completely head over heels with a person, and suddenly you get a red flag. And suddenly you think, okay, didn't like that. But you know what? Maybe it was a one-off. Maybe if I give them the benefit of doubt, it'll be fine. Maybe that will change. Sometimes it could be really like habit that this person has that you think, okay, I can overlook it. In the first 6 months or so, it's like a honeymoon period. You overlook certain things. You think, okay, I don't particularly like that. But you know what? I'm so in love with this person, so it's not that big a deal. But remember, anything that's not that big a deal at the beginning, 5 years, 10 years down the line, it's a big deal. So you have to really ask yourself, is there a way of accepting it or moving away from it? Sometimes people can be into something that you're not into as well, whether that's in terms of lust and sensuality, or whether it is in terms of, a certain way of living their life or things that they want for the future. And you've been misaligned with these experiences. So I feel right now you're being guided by your spirit guides in order to move out of difficult times and into uncharted territory. Sometimes, and I'm not saying this is you, my beautiful Librans, I'm getting an energy of someone or you. There's this energy of when you come out of a relationship seeking something new. So it's like, sometimes it's hard to be single, especially when you've been in a high level commitment. We start to crave an otherness in another person. And sometimes, our guides and the universe says, it's time to pause. You need to reflect. You need to become all that you are. Fall in love with your life. And anyone who comes into your life is a welcome addition. So some of you, because this is your protagonist energy with the Devil card, and it may not resonate with everyone. I have to say that, but I also have to be honest with the energy that I've got here for you. Some of you have drifted into cycles of repeat that have kept you feeling stuck. Now, for some of you, if you've been heartbroken in the past, it can indicate that you are fearful of opening your beautiful heart up to someone again because you feel that perhaps there may be a cycle of repeat there. But I actually see that you've created healthier boundaries. This is not going to happen again, whatever this is that you experienced. Six of Swords, as I said, is like a rite of passage. You've been given a pause to reflect on toxic traits of people that either you attract or whether, some of you may attract people who have addictions, or some of you yourself, my beautiful Librans, have been addicted to a certain cycle of repeat, and you've had to learn that lesson in order to break free. I'm actually hearing that song briefly. I just came in really briefly there. I feel like it's not really the song that they want you to listen out for, but I'm going to mention it because it came in. It is Queen's I Want to Break Free. It just came in really quickly and then left. It's not something that sat with the energy that wanted to stay. It's like a fleeting energy. So I feel you are actually breaking free, liberating yourself from old cycles or habits there with that Six of Swords. I actually feel like you're being guided towards somebody new. Okay, and some of you are actually deciding to move outside your usual parameters of dating. So for example, if you always did online dating, I feel like you're going to shake things up, approach dating in a different way, do something for you. I see you learning something. I'm being drawn to some sort of communication, qualification, certification, but it may not even just be for that. It may be that you just want to learn something, absorb new knowledge. It could be a hobby. And I feel like I'm really being drawn to you developing on a spiritual path and reestablishing and reaffirming your belief system there as well. Some of you may have even connected to people in the past who didn't want to get married or felt like they were not ready to settle down at the time when they met you. They were emotionally unavailable and there was a misalignment there. But we also have the Moon card, and it's in the resistance position. So it's like you got it in the reverse. Some of you are feeling super frustrated. You're really confused as to why love has not, found you on your path right now. But that's all about to change for you. I feel like you've been given the journey that you've been given because you're strong enough to take it. And it may actually inform your path later on. Sometimes we're given experiences that in the moment we have no clue why we're given such a painful experience. Many years ago, I was given incredibly painful experiences, one after another. I couldn't believe it. I thought, you know what, just when I had managed to pick myself up after the last one, I was just knocked down again and again and again. And suddenly I was like, okay, I surrender. I can't do this anymore. It was enough. And then my spiritual path started to evolve. It was like, stop fighting the process. Stop fighting fate. This is your destiny. Suddenly, things became easier once I just let go of the pressure, because I always felt that, I had to be the best at everything. I always had to feel like I was pushing forward to prove myself in some way. But who was I proving to? Nobody. At the time, maybe I thought I was proving to myself, but when I broke it down and started to really look at things from my past, I felt that perhaps I was trying to reach a certain level that I felt was acceptable for people that I really cared about. But actually, they just cared about me. They didn't care about what I was achieving. They just cared about me. But somewhere along the line, I picked up this kind of energy where I had to prove myself, or that I was not enough unless I was successful, unless I was this, that, and the other. And then I started to break stuff down and recognize, actually, I'm me. Take me as I am. And I feel like you're in a process right now where you're going through that. And that's going to be highly attractive to somebody new who's coming into your life, because I feel like you are your authentic, wonderful self. I always feel this energy from you, my beautiful Librans, that you've always been that. But I feel like you've been through some difficult times where you're being called to reflect on lessons in order to be ready for this new love, because I feel like you have been tested there. Now I'm going to pull a card on the Moon card because, of course, this is a transformational card. It's a time of metamorphosis. And because it's in the resistance position, I actually feel that you're not called to change yourself in any way, shape, or form for anybody. I feel like you are exactly who you are and where you're meant to be. However, I feel like you're called to develop your connection with your higher self. That's the most important thing. So I feel some of you are developing those skills. But I'm also getting a secondary energy from this card, which is hidden feelings. And I feel like someone who knows you, knows somebody who wants to be kind of set up with you. So let me just pull a card on that. Of course, this is not going to resonate with everyone, but I'm really getting a strong boost of energy from it. So let me just pull a card on it. Five of Cups. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide the World card and the Knight of Wands? Okay, so this is someone who's highly attracted to you. I feel that the energy I'm getting is that there is a friend here who really kind of is very, very sad that you keep meeting people who, and this may not resonate with everyone because I'm really picking up on this specific energy. A friend here is very disappointed and how the world has dealt you, either a player into your world or someone ghosted you or someone let you down. They really feel disappointed for you. Your sorrows are their sorrows. This friend truly cares about you, and they want to help you end a cycle of repeat. And I feel like they have someone in mind, because as you can see there, we've got the Five of Cups, which means some of you are grieving a past situation, or you're trying to kind of look at love from a very different viewpoint. I feel like you're very analytical about it. Like, love equates pain. It hurts. What's the point? Is there any point? It's almost like you've lost your taste for love and you've just withdrawn from the dating scene because you tried so hard and it just led to disappointment. You're so over the oversaturated kind of experience of it. And it's almost like they want you to experience true love. So this person may also be in a partnership there. With the World card, I feel like, they see that you deserve better. They want you to stop this cycle of meeting people who are highly attracted to you. These people that you are attracting, very passionate, very intense, but it seems not emotionally sustainable. Okay, so that Knight of Wands is someone who's here today, gone tomorrow. Someone who is passionate, someone who's feisty, someone who is alluring. With the Devil card there, it can indicate that you're tempted to get into these very passionate, highly intense relationships, but they burn out quite quickly. And I feel that, let me just go a little bit further. Your person has someone in mind. Yeah, they see how attractive you are. They see that you are magnetic. They see things in you that perhaps you don't see in yourself sometimes. And they may actually invite you to something that is very creative. It may be like a night out painting, or, to join a group, or even go on some sort of travel experience with them. It may even be like a group vacation, because I feel like they have someone in mind that they want to set you up with. The Tower. But I feel this person is kind of holding off until the right moment. They've told this person about you, the Fool card. They're waiting for you to be ready for someone new, but you're presenting as the Devil card right now. So I feel some of you, I'm not sure if you'd be interested in this person, to be honest. I don't know. I just got this energy that you want someone new. It's almost like you don't see a future in the person that they try to set you up with. I mean, intuitively, you may know who this person is. Let me see there. I'm just going to go get a different deck, because the main energy I've got is your friend means really well and has someone in mind. This person is strong Aries in their chart. It doesn't have to be sun, moon, or rising, but they have a very strong Aries in their chart. This is who the person is that already is highly attracted to you. So they've either seen a picture of you or they've been told about you. They're really curious about you. They want to get to know you a bit better. Let me see how you're going to feel about this person. Queen of Cups, you're ready to fall in love, but maybe not with this person. Okay, thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Librans? The Death card. Yeah, I feel there's this energy of this person that they want to set you up with. Either they've come out of a high level commitment, or even they got divorced. Okay, and the Death card, I just feel like, you are going through some changes right now where you don't feel this is your person. I feel there's someone new coming in for you. Someone that you're going to choose yourself, actually. Let me just go one more. Yeah. Page of Swords. I mean, you may start a conversation with this person who's really curious about you. There's that Page of Swords. But I feel this person, they're trying to get to know as much about you as possible, but there's just something that you're just not interested in this person, okay? I mean, I don't want to say it's age, but it may be. I just feel like there's no spark there with you and this person, but your friend is going to try and set you up with somebody. And this person, they've been asking a lot of questions about you. They are highly curious about you. Page of Swords tends to be someone who will message, someone who is, you know, quietly finding out information behind the scenes. So, yeah, again, I'm going to leave that there because I feel you may message this person back and forth just to try it out, but there's something that you feel is not right. I feel there's no spark there, okay? I feel someone new is coming in for you. So it may be just a timeline I'm being given, like a friend of yours could say, hey, what about this person? I think they'd be great for you. And you're like, no, it's not someone I'm really attracted to. So I feel like you move on from it. So I will move on from that energy. Now your outcome energy, we have intuition. So this is the High Priestess energy. This is the mystic. Some of you, now I never really read the card like this, but it does mean this as well. It's just I don't often get this energy from it. I feel some of you may have booked like a psychic reading with either, you know, a tarot reader one-on-one or a psychic. I feel it's more a psychic, a medium, and they may actually bring a message from a person in spirit, someone who really cares about you, is around you a lot, and they're going to tell you about this new person who's coming in. It's definitely new. And listen to that reading, because that person's going to give you a very important message for you, but also they're going to highlight that there is someone coming in that will lead to marriage. I see you meeting someone that will lead to marriage. So if you have, I'm not saying everybody go out there and book a psychic reading at all. No. What I'm seeing there is that a psychic is going to tell you that you're going to marry someone, and they're going to give you real details. Now, I pick up a lot of energy. I pick up the majority energy. So to some degree, I am picking up the majority energy there. But I feel like you're going to go for a one-on-one with somebody who's going to tell you pretty much the same, okay? And I feel initially when you meet this person, you're going to have a secret crush on this person at first. And you're going to wonder, do they kind of have the same feelings as me? The answer is yes. Okay. So I feel this could be somewhere where you're not actually looking for love. It's like you meet someone like, oh, they're quite nice. And then there's like a frisson there and it gets explored. So, I mean, you've got the higher calling card. Like you've got all of the cards, right? You've got the High Priestess, the Higher Calling, and you've got the Inner Teacher. So some of you, it could be that you're going on a spiritual retreat, or you're going on a class of learning more about yourself. It could be yoga, could be Pilates, could be Reiki. It could be that you're joining a group of spiritual people, or, I mean, I'm seeing a library right now as well. Some of you may meet a person at your local library, someone that perhaps you see all the time, or perhaps, you know, you see them once and you think, I wonder if they come here a lot. And then you sort of go to the library more to see if they're there, and they are. So, I mean, it could mean that this person is very well read. Okay, or that they are a mentor, or you are a mentor. I just feel there's this energy of coaching or books, knowledge, and I feel that there's a meeting of minds as well as hearts with this new person who's coming in. But I feel you're more focused on your true life's mission and purpose. You're doing you right now, and you're listening to your inner calling. Very important with this card. This reading is good for the next 6 weeks. You're going to be called to do something in the next 6 weeks. It's going to come left field. Do it. Okay, intuitively, of course, you know, do your due diligence. If it feels right, do it, of course. If it doesn't feel right, then don't do it. But I feel suddenly like an idea comes to you, or suddenly, you know, an opening at a local course or class or, you know, hobby or something opens, and it's right for you. So that's coming out there as well. And of course, we've got Inner Teacher. So this is the Hierophant. Initially, the Hierophant is all about heritage, but it's also about marriage. So this is your overarching energy. So you're on the way to meeting someone where it will lead to a high-level commitment, marriage if you want it. Because I feel this new person who comes in, they have the same belief system as you. And I feel like you've learned lessons where you notice red flags, and you're taking this new relationship to a different level where you create a foundation of trust. Some of you have this newfound faith as well, this new belief that, you know what, I'm going to find love, because I feel like you're overriding fear in the next 6 weeks. There's more sense of confidence. There's more sense of knowing what it is that you want. But I'm going to pull one more card for something separate, because I have this energy coming through of some of my beautiful Librans out there may have a crush on someone or are obsessed with someone. And when I say obsessed, you know, we all get obsessed from time to time. It just means that you're either overthinking a situation or you can't stop thinking about a situation. So I want to see what that is, because it can mean that it's taking up a lot of your mental capacity right now rather than searching for someone new. But if it is that you have a crush on someone, let me just see how, yeah, King of Cups could be that you are in love with someone. For some of you, and there's a small percentage, not all of you, my beautiful Librans, I feel some of you may have a crush on someone who's already taken or married. I'm just getting about 2% energy there. Most of my beautiful Librans, you know, you just won't go near that. I feel like you're just stepping away from it, but you're acknowledging that there is a flirtation there. And this person, I mean, I feel like they're not really happy in their marriage at this moment in time. This person's more likely to take a fling. So just watch out for that there. If this person is telling you, oh, I'm going to leave my partner, yada, 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 I don't feel that this is something that they're going to do anytime soon. So you don't want to be on the receiving end of that. For the rest of you who have a crush on somebody, Nine of Swords, or perhaps you've had a connection with somebody in the past, I feel like you're going to step away from this. I feel there's someone new coming in, you know. I don't know. I just feel like the crush. Some of you are going to be like, do they have feelings for me too? I mean, at the moment, this person, it feels like they're not emotionally available to offer love. I feel like they do see you on a deeper level and do have feelings there, but I feel this person, they're connected to something in their past, or they're working through their stuff right now. And I feel like you don't want to waste your time waiting for this person. I actually see someone new coming in with that Page of Wands, someone who has strong fire in their chart. I mean, King of Cups with the Nine of Swords there, I just feel there's an energy of someone else coming in on your horizon, and I feel like you're more open to that potential and possibility. They may even look very similar to the person that you have a crush on, but I feel the person you have a crush on right now, it's kind of not going anywhere. I hate to say that, and I hate that energy that comes through, but I have to be honest with the cards and the energy that I'm being given, okay? Now, let's go to a Celtic cross just to see it deeper. For those of you who are not connected to anybody, just looking for love, hoping someone's coming on in, we have the Magician. So you are magnetic at this time, but I feel like you're trying to really reignite that passion and romance your life. The Magician card can also indicate that you have been very busy recently, and it's a potent message that now your love life requires your attention, your focus. Because, you know, if you want to be successful in business, you focus on your goals, and some of you may take classes of learning in order to open yourself up to upskilling and moving through promotions. You know, you put real attention and focus on it. However, love, sometimes we just say to the universe, well, I'm hoping for you to send someone in, and the universe requires you to focus. What is it you want in a person? What kind of person do they look like? Do you have a type? You know, where would you like to kind of bond with this person? You know, there's a very different energy from bonding with someone that you may meet out on a night out and you're completely drunk and, you know, you have no idea, but you're really attracted to this person and you're both living in the moment, to actually meeting someone where you're consciously choosing that person and saying, actually, I want that person. Now, don't get me wrong. There's been many a friend who has met someone on a night out, having a great old time and can't really remember much, but still remembers that they were attracted to someone, got their number, and a couple of my friends are happily married today with that person. So, you know, it can happen. It's just about you being intentional living, choosing how you want to meet a partner. How would you like to receive? Okay. Now, there's a lot of wands going on here for you, or a lot of energy. So this is about you really following your passions, discovering what it is that you want. Right now, obviously, Nine of Pentacles, you're being called to enjoy your single life. You know, be discerning about the company that you keep, but also be really careful with the time that you have, because time is really important. Sometimes we can say, oh, you know what, I'm going to look for love next week, next month, next year, next decade. Or you can constantly be saying, you know what, I'm looking for love. But then when you really sit down and think, well, what did I do to actually put myself in a situation to meet someone new? And, you know, if you're really busy, because life it's tough. You know, we have to pay the bills. We have to do several jobs. Some of us, you know, it's hard to find time for yourself. So I feel it's really about prioritizing love, or, you know, putting yourself out there a little bit more. Let me see what's going on for you in particular. We've got the Strength card there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Librans? We've got the World card again. Some of you are definitely ending this cycle of repeat that has been playing out. I do see an end to your single life, whether it's in the next 6 weeks or not. I mean, you've got the Hierophant again, which is inner learning, inner teacher. The outcome indicates you will be in a high-level commitment where you get married. We've got the Star. Some of you are healing, but I get a sense here it's more about letting yourself be seen, okay? But be seen by the right person. So I feel it's more about what it is you want, you know? I remember once a friend of mine, now this is going to sound really shallow, okay? A friend of mine, well, at the time was an association. I just met that person. They were like, oh, I can't wait to find someone. And we were all like just talking, well, what kind of person do you want to meet? And that person said, I want to meet a millionaire. And we were like, oh, come on, what is it that you really want? They're like, well, I just want someone who's secure. And we were like, okay, but it can't just be about money. And she was kind of like, you know what, it's not just about money. I want someone who's kind. I want someone who's loving. I want someone who's a good father. I want someone who is going to provide. And we were like, well, what are you going to bring to the table? And she thought, well, I'm bringing me. And she also had a really great career herself. And she said, I've got money as well. And I just want, you know, a millionaire. And we were like, blown away by that sort of like list, because we were all looking for someone who's kind, loving, caring, honest, someone you can depend on. But she was really precise. She had like a list, and I kid you not, she was like engaged to a millionaire about a year and a half later. And, you know, she actually loved the person and he loved her back. And, you know, they've got a wonderful family unit. They've got children and have a beautiful life. But she was literally like, I've got a list and I focus on that list and that's what I want. I've asked the universe for that. And, you know, because she was just being really flippant in the moment and told us that she just wants a millionaire, of course there were other things on that list, but she was literally telling us, I'm so precise. I know what I want. And then I've got other friends and myself at the time, I was like, I don't know what I want really. I want someone who's kind, loving, caring. And she was like, well, do you see the sort of person you want in your mind? Can you see the sort of life that you want to lead with this person? And I was like, well, no. And then she was like, well, get precise. You need to be precise about what it is that you want. And I feel to some degree right now, you're focusing on your priorities. And with that Magician card, you're being super focused about what it is that you want. Okay? Seeing, believing, and having in your hand. So I'm just giving you that scenario because I just met up with that friend recently, and you know, we reflect on our experiences and how precise she was, and then the universe delivered exactly what it was that she wanted. And she said, you know, I then put myself in positions to meet someone who was going to match my requirements. And she met a lot of people. This friend of mine, really attractive, used to be a model, all of those things. And basically, she put herself in scenarios to meet someone that she thought could provide all the things on her list. And she met a lot of people. A lot of people fell head over heels. She never let anyone astray. She was always direct and said, you're really wonderful, but I'm not interested. And suddenly, she fell in love. And she got what she wanted. So I just want you to be aware that sometimes intentional living, you know, if you want to meet a certain sort of person, I'm not saying go out there and try to find a millionaire. Not everybody wants to find a millionaire. With stuff like that comes the fact that, you know, he's always traveling, he has a business to run, he's working really hard for the amount of money that he earns. So it's about balance, it's about harmony, and they work together in tandem. They're both on the business now together. But my point is precise. Be precise. And that Magician card is all about focus. You are in a period right now where thoughts become things and you are manifesting love, but don't pressurize it. With the Devil card, sometimes we can hold on too tightly to what it is that we desire. You know, cosmic ordering is very important. You write the list, you say it out loud, and then you trust that the universe is going to deliver. You surrender to the process. And I feel like you're learning about that at this time. The Magician card also indicates that you've got this. What you think about, you can bring about. And I definitely see that the wish is being delivered. The star energy is your last card. Are you going to be in a high-level commitment where you get married or settle down? The answer is yes, okay? And I feel that with that Seven of Wands, some of you have been very guarded with your heart due to past experiences. Seven of Wands is a protective energy. It basically says you have a lot of attention. People are magnetized to you a lot, but they may not be the sort of people that you want to be with. And also, you are learning to let the right one in. Also, with the Seven of Wands, it can indicate that you've had a lot of pressure recently. You've been very busy, pushed and pulled in different directions, and you have to find time in order to focus a little bit more on love. But I feel that's something that you've promised yourself there as well. You really are at your personal best right now. Some of you may have thought about giving up on love, or you have stepped away from love because it hasn't been rewarding, but I feel like you've been called to pause because of boundaries. Some of you have let red flags go, and I feel like you are reestablishing healthier boundaries there. And also with that Seven of Wands, I feel like you are recognizing that you deserve more in relationships. You may have been an overgiver, and I feel those healthier boundaries that you're erecting is to make sure that there is reciprocity in relationships going forward there. I actually see that there are two people who will try to fight for your attention. One is this friend who's trying to set you up with someone. I feel like the person that they're trying to set you up with will actually try to fight for your attention, but I feel like you're not interested. And then the second one doesn't really have to fight for your attention at all. I feel like they've got your attention, and I feel you and this person will actually have a very blossoming relationship is what I see here. I'm just seeing also some of you, if you're in a career, you may think about upskilling, but you may go on a course of learning to do that and meet someone new by association, or there's going to be someone new who comes into the working environment, and there's a lot of chemistry between you and this person, because I feel like you're working really hard towards something. For those of you who are retired, I feel some of you will actually meet this person through traveling, or they're from a different part of the world than you, and there's a wonderful chemistry between you and this new person. They feel like a very sunny person. I feel like they come from a really warm country, wherever this person comes from, and I feel that they're actually very kind, very loving. There's something really beautiful and warm about this new person's eyes. You see it in their eyes straight away, and they've got like, so when they smile, it really softens their face. There's just something, and they're just giving me this person, it's not quite dimples, but almost. There's a little bit of dimpling going on in the cheek area. It looks quite endearing. So that's what they're showing me there in the water as well. So I'm just going to move away from that energy. Now we have the Four of Wands, which really is to get out there, have fun, let your hair down. This is a card on the earthly plane that indicates you know deep down that you should be, as much as possible, trying to find time for revelry, to go out there, have fun with others, to spend time in good company. Now this could be you being in a very creative phase where you're connecting to groups of people, to do something that you consider a hobby or something artistic, or even some of you, it could be that you are going to be invited, because Four of Wands is an invitation. So let me just pull a card. I feel that, partly it's connected to this friend who wants to invite you somewhere to meet this person, but let me just pull a card on it there. The Judgment card and Strength. Now, some of you, there is an energy coming through where you may be tempted to connect to someone who wants another chance. But I feel like you've established healthier boundaries now, and I feel like you're not looking back. Yeah, I feel like you're not looking back. I feel like you've changed your life in a way where you're putting your own needs first, and they want to reunite, but at the same time, I feel like you're tempted, but there's this energy of you wanting love, wanting a high-level commitment, and you're like, no, not doing it. Four Wands can be a card of reuniting. But I'm also getting an energy, I just feel like you've got lots of opportunities here. So there's this energy of reunion. I'm seeing like a little invitation, reunion invitation that's not connected to an ex. So this could be a friend that you haven't seen in a long time. They may invite you to something, and by association, you meet someone new. But I feel it's more that you're called to do something. So whether it's an invitation that comes in, or whether you are called to, go out there and have fun, because wherever it is, you're enjoying yourself where you meet this person. And as you can see, Two of Cups there is a high-level commitment coming in there. Okay. Yeah, I get the sense. Wherever you're called to go, it just feels like peace. It feels like fun. It just feels like you letting your hair down, letting go, and just enjoying yourself. So, yeah, you may meet this person where you feel comfortable. And it's a natural, organic conversation there. But it's kind of like do they like me? Do they not like me? It just feels like there's a bit of chemistry there that will be explored a little bit later on. Just not straight away, but you'll keep in contact. I feel numbers get exchanged. There's just a bit of like sussing each other out first when you meet this person. And it's quite thrilling, actually. We have Two of Wands. It's in the resistance position. You have waited a long time. Okay, I'm sending you a huge hug out there. It's difficult. But remember, not only does your path have to find you ready for love, your person also has to go through certain lessons in order to be ready for love as well. So some of you may have even joked that, your true love must be really stubborn. They're not learning the lessons. They're taking a long time to get through those lessons in order to catch up and meet with you. But they will catch up and meet with you. And I definitely see that you're going to have a very intense, passionate, loving relationship, and you get to choose whether you want to marry them or not. But I feel it is on the cards, it is on the energy there as well. Now, we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is the potential energy, and this really is about you sticking to your plans, but also it's a call to fall in love with your single life, okay? You are highly attractive, and you may not know it, because I don't feel like you're egotistical. You may not know it, but you are the pick of the bunch, okay? You are the person that people want to be with. They may not even vocalize it, but they do find themselves highly attracted to you. And I feel that you're going to notice people noticing you a lot. You may notice sometimes, but you're going to notice a lot in the next coming weeks that there's something about you. You're vibing at a different frequency there. That Nine of Pentacles, there's always someone on the Nine of Pentacles who is self-sufficient. You're super independent. Some of you may have even worried that, being so independent is something that would put other people off, but absolutely not. The right person is going to be attracted to your strength, to your tenacity, to your personal power in life, and they love your independence. I actually feel, sorry, they gave me a burst of a song right now. Okay, this is an interesting one because the song is definitely originally by Elvis, but there's someone else singing this. It's a masculine energy. So let me just give you the lyrics that I'm being given right now. 'Cause I can't help falling in love with you. Okay, so very famous song there. I'm actually being shown a pilot. Interesting. I'm seeing like a cockpit of a plane, a pilot, and they're wearing like a little badge, and it has 21 on it. 20, is that 121 or? Okay, I can't quite tell. It's either 121 or 21. 121 or 21. I can't quite see. It's a little bit cloudy. Pilot. I mean, maybe this person you're about to meet is a pilot or has their own pilot license. I'm not seeing the person's face. I'm just seeing that they are a pilot. I'm seeing the cockpit there. So it's coming that song. Very interesting. I'm getting lots of images right now. I'm also getting like a ukulele. Very small guitar there. So maybe they're into music. I'm not really sure how these images relate or how they're related to even this song, okay? But that's what I'm being given. So anyway, listen out for a song that is a cover of Elvis's, I can't remember what it's called, but it's probably called something like Falling in Love with You, or whoever this new person is, they can't help but fall in love with you. That's the energy that I'm getting from this song that's coming through. But your Nine of Pentacles, I got to be honest, Nine of Pentacles is to be self-sufficient, okay? And to remember that you don't need anybody, that you are waiting for someone to be a welcome addition to your life, because there's nothing missing in your life. Your life is whole. You are whole all by yourself. Sometimes we are spun like a story in life that we are searching for the other half, and that somehow implies that part of us is missing. So I feel it's really important to recognize that you are waiting for the one because you are the one. So 8 of Wands here. Some of you are planning like a trip or some sort of vacation. 8 of Wands is transformation, to transform your single life. But it's also things are going to start moving with great velocity. Things are gathering momentum here. I feel it's like you're going to arrive at your destination and discover a person at this destination. You're feeling called to go somewhere in the next 6 weeks. And wherever you go, the destination, you meet the one, the Emperor, divine counterpart. Okay? So I feel, of course, you have a lot of responsibilities, but I feel like you need to reshuffle time so that you can have more time for you to get out there and enjoy yourself. But ultimately, I feel you're about to meet the one, is what I'm feeling with that 9 of Pentacles. Now, we do have the 8 of Pentacles in the near future circumstances. So in the next 6 weeks, I definitely see that you're still in a single energy, okay? Doesn't mean you're not going to meet someone new, but the 8 of Pentacles, I feel like you're focused on your projects. Some of you, you're going to meet someone at work, but the majority energy of my beautiful Librans, I get this kind of like gaining new knowledge, somewhere where you learn. I mean, it could be a cultural retreat or a cultural vacation that you go on. It's somewhere where you learn something. Again, library is coming up there too. It could be that you're studying or the person that you meet is studying. And say, for example, you decide to arrange a date. They could be saying, like, meet me outside the National Library or the local library or whatever, and then we'll take it from there. So these signs, symbols, and things that come out in the reading, they may mean nothing to you or me, but suddenly everything starts to slot into place, okay? Now, this is your advice to yourself in this moment. Strength card, which is self-care, to temper your feelings, recognize that, you are a real force to be reckoned with, you're kind, you're loving, and you have a lot to offer when it comes to love. But also, it's to recognize that you're waiting for someone who wants to take the journey of life and love with you. So that can be hard, to wait for that person. There's lots of temptations along the way, connections that we get involved in perhaps that may not be good for you, but we learn through those. Also the Strength card, and I don't almost want to say it, but it's like you're being very patient, even though you've been so patient for such a long time. And some of you are like, how long do I have to wait? Well, I feel like there is a little bit further to wait, but not too long is what I see there as well, okay? Now, the Strength card, I feel some of you are focusing on your finances at this time as well, keeping a tight rein on your finances. We do have the World card there. Some of you may feel that you want different things now that you did many, many years ago. The world has changed. It is a very different place right now, and you may be currently really learning about what it is that you want. And also with the World card, this indicates you're coming to an end of a cycle. You're completing the lesson of learning something that was maybe on a cycle repeat in your life. But this means you're opening yourself up to a new era. and you will reach your goal. I mean, the World card literally means you're going to be in the right place at the right time to meet the right person, and it's going to be the right time as well there for you. I also feel with the World card, some of you are thinking about emigrating, or you're thinking about moving or relocating. There's some cycle of change going on in your life. So let me just pull a quick card on that World card for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, because I feel this is more a calling to be satisfied and fulfilled in your own life first before you open up to share your life with another person, because happiness comes from within. Okay, so yeah, I would say with the Five of Swords either side, it's like, don't overthink this. Yes, you have been tested, is what I see there, but there is someone coming in who is offering security, a high-level commitment. Of course, you may not be looking for the millionaire that my friend was looking for, but you might be. Who knows? But, I mean, the King of Pentacles tells me that this person is, fairly well off anyway, but it's more about this sense of being on the same page, having a relationship that adds value to your life and also is passionate, loving, kind, someone you can trust, someone who is there for you when, the chips are down, someone when life gets pretty serious is there to help find solutions or be on your team. And I definitely see that that's someone you're being guided to at this time. I mean, the Six of Swords has shown up again for you, so it means that you're coming out of, your usual territory, or, you're sort of seeking outside the usual parameters when it comes to finding love. And I feel like you will find it. Okay, we also have the Sun card, hope in a fear position. You want someone who has energy, who doesn't come with baggage. You want someone where you can blossom, that you can really be open and vulnerable with that person. Someone who really sees you, who really gets you. And I feel you've had experiences in the past where people didn't make the effort that you made in a relationship. There wasn't like reciprocity. When you have the Sun card in this position, it can indicate that you've met selfish people, or people who had an ego, or even people who were overtaken by depression or their addictions in some way. And that kind of got in the way of the relationship, no matter how much you try to help that person or that situation. So I feel right now you're looking for a relationship that has a lot of warmth, that, is going to flourish and thrive. And I mean, the Sun card is literally a happy ever after card. It means that you are going to embrace the joy that you've been searching in a high level commitment. But of course, there's always that worry that that happiness can be taken away. But remember, with the right person can never be taken away from you. Never. They will always want to be by your side, because they are choosing you and you are choosing them. And the right person will choose you every single time. So I feel it's an important lesson to learn there. Nothing will get in the way of true love. Now, the outcome, we do have the Star and we have the Hierophant. So this means a marriage wish. Okay, basically the Hierophant is marriage and the Star connects to aligning yourself with a dream come true or a wish there. But the Star also reminds you that you need to be seen, or you need to put yourself out there in order to meet love. Again, I know I always say you're going to be in the right place at the right time, but if you're not doing like online dating in the home space, and you're not like going out there to experience new people, new places or faces, then it's going to be a little bit harder for the universe to orchestrate a meeting with you and someone new. So I feel it's really important to recognize, meet the universe halfway. Now, bizarrely, I'm smelling loads of onions, okay? Onions. So, it could mean that some of you are literally cooking with onions right now. It's really affecting my eyes. There's literally no one here, so there's no onions going on. So it feels either that you're currently chopping onions and it's affecting your eyes, but it could also mean that you are peeling back the layers of life and experiences and how you got hurt in the past. It doesn't have to be like from other relationships, or it could be from circumstances, like things you witnessed when you were younger, things that maybe influence the way you operate in love, and you are, ending that cycle of that experience having power over your future happiness. I feel more than anything right now, you're in a period of learning about yourself. And I feel like you are empowering yourself, allowing yourself to shine, because people or experiences in the past have tried to dull your shine in some way, have been intimidated by your independence and your personal power. And that was them projecting their own insecurities on you. Sometimes people try to, dull someone's shine because they feel inadequate standing next to them. And you may have experienced that in previous relationships. But the right person is actually going to shine with you and share the path with you, share the limelight with you. And I feel, you are going to get what you truly hope for in a relationship. Is it going to be in the next 6 weeks? I would say the answer is you may meet this person in the next 6 weeks, but it's not really going to turn into anything romantic until later on. Destiny is involved here. We have the Wheel of Fortune, a cycle of change, and you're going to be luckier in love. I'm just going to go one more and see what else is coming out there for you. We have the Seven of Swords. We have that Page of Wands again, and we have the Moon. Okay, so really, this is about choice. I mean, the Seven of Swords indicates someone who perhaps is a runner or ghosted you or breadcrumbed you in the past. Someone who is dishonest, someone you don't trust is going to try and re-enter your life. We actually got that come through earlier. Page of Wands indicates that, there's someone new here. I feel they've got strong Leo in their chart. They may have other fire in their chart, Sagittarius, Aries. But, I also feel with this Seven of Swords that you actually walk away from the person that your friend tries to set you up with. That's what I'm getting there as well. The Moon card is the universe is going to send you someone by surprise, but the Moon also indicates that someone has hidden feelings. So what I'm getting here is that you have a choice. The Moon card, it's like a dog and a wolf. There's a choice there. The dog represents a companion for life, someone who is loyal and faithful and loving, and the wolf is a little bit more independent, someone who comes and goes when they feel like it, someone who can be very loyal, fiercely loyal, but actually doesn't stick around all the time. So I feel like you're going to have a choice when it comes to love, and the choice ultimately is yours. So I will leave that there. But is there someone new coming in? Yes. Will you be speaking to someone new in the next 6 weeks? There is a chemistry between you and someone new, and you'll start messaging this person, but it will start to develop into something a little bit more serious later on in the year. Okay. I'm seeing a racquetball or tennis or something right now. So either, that's coming from a little bit left field. Maybe that's an indication of some sort of big tennis or racquetball tournament. Maybe it's a timeline for you, or maybe this new person plays it or invites you for a game of it. I'm not really sure how else to decode that. I mean, when you play tennis, isn't there like a score that's called love? So yeah, I'm going to move away from that image because I'm not really sure how it connects. It's almost a bit disconnected from your reading. Now we've got here, I am responsible for my life. So that's basically about taking ownership of putting yourself in a position to find love or to prioritize love. As I said, we prioritize certain things in our life. Love should also be a priority because it is also an act of self-care. Also, we've got I deserve respect. Absolutely. This new person who's coming in, you do deserve respect, and you will get respect from this person. And also you're respecting your own values and your own boundaries as well. And we've got I am forgiving. Now, this is a tough one because, you don't have to forgive anybody. You don't have to forgive the past. That's your prerogative. But forgiving actually lightens the load, your karmic load. And also it frees you up from any baggage. Okay, so in order to move on from the past, sometimes we just have to forgive it in order to move away from it. You don't forgive to forget. You learn the lesson, you keep that with you. But sometimes, I know myself, I've had to go back into my past and really forgive myself for making the choices I made. Even though my higher self knew that I shouldn't make those choices, I still ignored my inner wisdom and went for the negative choice anyway and ended up getting really hurt in those circumstances. I learned some tough lessons. So some of you are like moving through that. And I've gone back to that past me and I've forgiven my past's sort of immaturity and the decisions I made, but also forgiven some of the people that, of course, have been quite aggressive or, toxic towards me in the past. And, I've had to do that in order to step away from it so it no longer has power over my future happiness. So I feel some of you are in that vibration as well. I'm just going to get a trinket or rune before I close. Okay, so we have happy. You're choosing to be happy, and falling in love with your own life first is the way forward, and you're going to see infinite changes from there as well. I do see that you are going to be happy. And also we have the tree. Okay, so this indicates, this connects to the Hierophant card. This is all about marriage, planting roots, branching out and meeting someone who is going to offer a high level commitment. And I definitely see that that will happen there for you as well. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I hope something helps in that reading. It was quite a complex one. So if something does resonate, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Librans, and love and light.